Hi amazing people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your wonderful girl Jojo right here. Ooh. Today I'm here with a broken heart, guys. I'm here with a heavy heart. So this is what happened. It's not a story I heard through the social media, or I always tell you guys stories that I've heard or I've read, but this story is a story that happened right here in my country just about 2 weeks ago, and I've not recovered from it. I've not had the strength to come out here and tell you guys about it. So there is a time I went to Kansanga. Is one of the areas here in the capital city of Uganda. Oh, for those who are new or my first time viewers, my name is Jojo the African girl. I'm a Ugandan and I'm an Acholi by tribe. Acholi are a group of people that come from the northern side of Uganda. So this is what happened. I was going to Kansanga to check up on some program I had to handle that side. So I found a group of people gathered. The gathering was quite unusual because it was quite big, and the people had spread it all over, even across the road. So the motorcycles and the motorbikes could hardly pass because the roads were blocked by the big number of people that were crowded in one place. So I'm a content creator. We always want to know what is happening in our areas, right? So I jump out of the motorcycle and go close to the crowd to understand what is happening, why we are blocked and we can't move. So I found out that an investigation was going on. A little girl of probably our age group, a university student of Kampala International University, was at the verge of getting arrested. For what? For throwing a little baby of her own in the dustbin. And the baby was found in the morning dead. Heartbreaking. When I heard that, that was heartbreaking. So I got involved and I wanted to know more and more of what really happened. So right there from the scene, the people that have been there, actually I was told by the caretaker of the hostel where that little girl sleeps. So I truncated my journey, and anyway, I was early. I'm always early for my meetings, so I still had more time to catch up with the meeting. So I paid the border man and I told him to go, and I would continue for the meeting when my time is right. So I had a one-to-one talk with the caretaker of that hostel where the little girl sleeps. So this is what happened. So this is the story that came from the girl. Now, I could not get the story straight from the girl because she was in that mess, in that saga of almost getting arrested and this and that. It wasn't easy at all. So they said the girl was raped a long time ago, very many months ago, and she did not tell anybody about it because she felt like that was her fault, that she was raped. But rape is rape. When you forcefully have sex with somebody against their will, for whatever reason you have, or the situation that the girl child got herself into to have herself raped, she's really not to blame at the higher percentage. So she took it upon herself that it is her fault that she got raped. So she kept quiet with the issue. She did not tell anybody about it, and she was afraid to do abortion. First of all, she didn't have the money to do abortion. She's just coming from an average family and a struggling family, and she didn't have enough money to do the abortion. Secondly, she was afraid of taking abortion because she was afraid it would also take her life and all that. You know, when you're young and then you're afraid to take advice from people that are, you know, a bit more learned than you. Sometimes it's really important to, you know, seek advice when you're in locked situations like that. So she was afraid to share the story with the people around her, and she made her own decision. She decided not to abort, but luckily her pregnancy was very lenient. She continued studying with her pregnancy. I'm sure she must have gone through a very hard time because pregnancy is pregnancy. It's going to give you a harsh treat at some point. So she continued with her pregnancy, and 9 months reached without the stomach coming out in that alarming situation. When she puts on, now the caretaker of the hostel was shocked that that girl actually just gave birth on her own in a hostel room and had the courage to cut the umbilical cord to separate the baby from the mother. After all that struggle, she put the child to the dustbin. Wow. That was the most heartbreaking part of it. Because her pregnancy was so favoring, her stomach really didn't come out in that alarming state or whatever. She didn't have a very, very stubborn pregnancy. When she puts on a baggy shirt, you would rarely know that she is actually pregnant. Nobody at all ever even tried to guess that maybe she's pregnant. Not the gate man at the school university, none of her classmates, none of the lecturers, even her hostel caretaker. Nobody was able to detect that she is pregnant. That is how good her pregnancy was. I wish I could have such kind of pregnancy. Wow. Anyhow, so I'm not supposed to be smiling, but we are just sending out a message and we have to be normal about it. This is life. Things happened, right? The girl finished her 9-month journey of pregnancy and actually gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. Very, very, very handsome. Beautiful color complexion. Beautiful hair. Oh my God. I was able to see a picture of the baby boy because the corpse of the baby was already taken to the police station at that time, so we couldn't have the chance to see it. But there was a picture circulating around of the baby boy. Very handsome, very adorable, very innocent. Wow. This is a tough story, guys. I felt so hurt. I cried actually. I love children. My heart is so attached to kids. Any kid, I love children. They're the most adorable things in this world. Children. I love them. I love them a lot. So this story touched me so much. And when this little girl got through in the labor moment, she locked herself in her room, probably breathed in and out, because that is not something you can consciously tell your brain, I can't do it. You must have a lot of courage, or you must have trained your brain so much that when this moment comes, I need to take the bull by the horn. And that is what she did. She locked herself in her room, pushed out her child, and cut the umbilical cord. Wow. This is a courageous girl. This is a courageous girl. That was work well done. We needed to upload her for that. Now she ruined all this hard work done by carrying the awesome, adorable little boy and throwing her in the dustbin. That same night, it was told that she gave birth around afternoon times of that day. It was a Thursday. And the night of that Thursday, she threw the child away in the trash bin. So all throughout the night, people could hear a child crying around at the hostel, but because it's just logical that there should be no child in that hostel who is having a little baby crying like a 1-day-old at the hostel. So everybody just got to, like, you know, ignore the cry and started to think maybe it's from the neighboring area, maybe it's from, you know, outside of the hostel. But the truth is that the baby was crying in the hostel. So I think coldness, hunger, and everything around that is what actually finished the little boy. So waking up in the morning, he had died, I think, many hours before that morning. And he was a bit stale and hard, frozen. That's why I think it's coldness that finished him, and maybe hunger. So yeah, the baby boy lost his life out of the little girl's negligence. She should not have done that. Now I want you guys to tell me your views about this. What do you think? The worst already happened, so I want to know from you guys your different opinions about this story that I've just told you. For me, the truth is that it broke my heart a lot. I'm apparently at school, but trust me 100%. If there happens to be an abandoned child somewhere that the whole society, the capable people have rejected, right? I would 100% take that responsibility to take care of that child, right? I would make porridge every morning, even with the little money that I have, and we would take with the baby every single day until the baby grows. I love babies. They deserve life. They deserve to live. At the same time, I do not want to blame the little girl for killing her own child. By the time she carried the child for 9 months, that was enough trauma for somebody to kill her own child. It must have taken her a lot of pain to do that. You know, she was thinking maybe of what will my parents say now that the baby's out, what will happen to my education, you know. But it's very important to share such sensitive matters with the people around you, because people are more learned about you. People have better ideas than you. Never think you have the most the best idea about your own life. No, people around you could actually have better ideas on how you can run your own life, right? So it's good to share some of these things sometimes. It's really, really good too. And so I left that scene when a group of people were saying that little girl does not deserve to go to prison. She is 20 years old. She's an adult and she can be in prison for doing that, right? She's not a child anymore. So a group of people were trying to say, as much as she has killed her own child, we shouldn't blame it entirely on her. Some parents are harsh and they don't give children the conducive environment to talk about their problems, you know, to open up about what is going on in their life, which is very bad. Our parents out there, be lenient on your kids. Be friends to your children. Give them that environment that you can actually speak to me. You know, you can actually trust me with your problems. Now, if that girl had a very tight relationship with her parents, her mom especially, the mothers especially, she would have somehow considered, you know, talking to her mom about this thing before just making the decision to give birth to her child on her own. Ha! That was courage. I applaud her a lot for that. I wouldn't do that after the laboring of carrying a child for 9 months. And now another thing that I blame on society is the trauma that you guys give the young girls that do abortion. So now what is the difference? Someone who has done abortion and someone who has successfully given birth to a child and dumped the child in the rubbish pit. Which one really sounds more cruel, more inhuman, right? You can abort a child at a fetus level because of one reason or another. And the society shouldn't really, really judge girls so much on some of these things that they do. Because now, see, at the end of the day, because of the fear of, oh, you know, society is going to judge me, or, you know, this and this and that, or my parents are going to throw me out of home, or this, my friends are going to leave me, what good will you have done by successfully giving birth to a bouncing baby and you dump them in the pit? It's horrible. It's very bad. So guys, kindly give me your view, what you think. Like, what advice would you give this girl? If she was your daughter, if she was your nephew, if she was your niece, you know, if she was your friend. Kindly, I'm waiting for your different opinions about this. And thank you so much for watching the video up to the end. I must have talked a lot, but thank you so much for watching this up to the end. Guys, I had to take 2 weeks of this pain in. I felt terrible. Every time I would draw the picture of that young boy, the little, innocent, adorable child in my head, and I feel deep sorrows in my heart. He really didn't deserve that. He was awesome. You should have seen him. So adorable. He had beautiful hair, beautiful lips. Wow, what a child. How about he was probably was going to be the president of the country? Why not? Possibilities are there. Why kill somebody without even the world seeing their full potential? Do you know what they can turn out to be? No, we don't. So it's very important to spare life. I know we mothers are the ones who bring life to the world, but we do not have the powers to take life out of the world. When you decide to bring life to the world, leave it unto God, who has blessed you with that life, to take it back by himself. Anyways, that was it for today. I just wanted to share with you guys this painful story that has been in my heart for a very long time, and also to thank you so much for watching the video up to the end. And yeah, if you're a new person on this channel, today is your first time to see this beautiful face, kindly go and subscribe to the channel. It's one of the best decisions you can make. This is Jojo the African Girl. We do lifestyles, travel, African culture, story, just anything, basically anything that is around my space. So become part of the family, subscribe, turn on your post notification bell so that you never miss any video that I'll be bringing out. Otherwise, thank you so much guys. Stay blessed until next time again. Bye.